The SiGMA pitch is back, bringing together investors worth billions and 10 startups. 10 finalists with bright ideas and a solid proof of concept. Meet the self-made entrepreneurs who are willing to mentor, invest in startups, and to understand what it takes to build a successful iGaming business. Igor Samodziski, iGaming veteran and founder of Gaming Nexus Intelligence. Igor Samodziski is highly knowledgeable in every area of iGaming operation. Morten Klein, a property mogul from the Klein Group, has vested interest in e-commerce and iGaming companies throughout Europe, including Yggdrasil, Cherry, and Come On. Melissa Blau, based in the USA, is the founder of iGaming Capital and CEO of Veltico Group, handling investment and advisory in iGaming, blockchain, esports, and DFS. Peter Muldenius, CEO of Optimizer Invest, manages one of the most diverse and successful portfolios in gaming, featuring Catena Media, Easy Payment Gateway, and many more. Carla Marie Vella, strategic advisor to investors and startups in iGaming and blockchain. Simon Collins, founder of Gaming Realms, a novel new bingo-based consumer proposition targeting smartphone and tablet devices, is now managing director for River iGaming UK. Dan Anderson is the CEO of Glitnor, who strives to be the most entrepreneurial and fastest growing business group in the industry.
Good afternoon, everybody. Okay, come on, it's Friday. And it's the startup pitch. Let's hear some energy out there. Okay, so, setting the scene here. The startup pitch at SiGMA is the soul of the event. From day one that Eman conceptualized this event, the startup pitch was always there. And was always there because we felt that it was also very, very important that when companies come to Malta, they settle and succeed. And I think we've seen a lot of that, and hopefully today there will also be a lot of them who will actually do that. So, SiGMA pitch, it is one of the most, as we're saying, prestigious events. Okay. The way it's going to work, 7 judges coming from different areas of the industry, different minds, specializations, okay, all experts in their field, okay, and all the companies will have 3 minutes to pitch. The judges then will have 3 minutes for a Q&A. They're not allowed to go over those 3 minutes. The microphones will be cut. It will be very, very, very strict. So we're very disciplined on this. Obviously, this couldn't have happened without sponsorships, okay, and companies who have pitched in so that the winning startup will win a nice package of different initiatives and benefits. So from here, I will thank Growth Guru, iGaming Academy, Lyceum Media, Microsoft, Nicole Smosa, and iGaming Elite and WH Partners for all of this. It's incredible. Okay, big clap, guys, come on. It's incredible. This year, we received more than 100 startup applications. 50 were shortlisted on the exhibition floor, which you could have seen, which was bagged solid. And finally, we have 10 finalists who made it to pitch on the SiGMA stage. Now, this is very much like X Factor here now, right? So as I said, we know the rules, okay? I also want to remind everybody that after the startup pitch, there's also, for the very first time at SiGMA, esports summit. Okay, so this is all going to go on together, till later on in the afternoon. So, before we start, maybe a few words from each of the judges, starting from here. What do you expect today? Just quick elevator one. What do you expect today? We'll get the mic.
Hi. Yes, we expect to see some interesting new innovations that's going to rock the industry going forward.
There's some very interesting projects to see here. We expect to see some good ideas in the affiliate space and blockchain as well. That's interesting to see.
Good.
Yeah, I also want to see some innovation with blockchain and how it can be done for the future. Yeah.
I've been doing startup competitions in the gaming space for 10 years now, and I have to say this was the hardest one I've ever had to judge. The quality here has been unparalleled, and I just want to say that all the people that have made it this far are winners.
So, when you say quality, is it the level of the presentation, the detail which they go to, the business plan, the way it's presented? Is it's a sum of all the parts, really?
The one thing I wished was that there was a little bit more focus on the backgrounds of the individuals. That was the one thing that was missing, because at the end of the day, you're betting on people.
That's it.
So if next year we could change that to add the backgrounds of the individuals, that would be helpful.
Yeah.
I just expect fucking awesomeness, to be honest. I'm allowed to swear.
I didn't expect anything less from you, Karmafy, okay? Okay, but when we talk about startups, okay, we always mention success, success. But, I mean, this is a question which I always ask also, because maybe in Malta we need to learn that culture a bit, also that we need to learn how to fail, right? We're always waving the flags of the ones who succeed, but what about the ones who fail? And maybe, how much is failure important when it comes, to startups, really? Because ultimately you fail and you learn and you start all over again. Can you take that?
Yeah, I would agree. I think the best learnings that you get is often when you try something and it doesn't quite work out as you were hoping. But I think you have to have the bravery to go there and put yourself out there. Yeah. And try to create something unique, different, and exciting. And that's what I'm hoping we're going to see today. Some sort of uniqueness, maybe a unicorn, who knows. Okay, and
as the famous, there's always the famous management saying, which says, the only constant in life is change. And I think we're seeing it a lot also now. I mean, you mentioned blockchain. I mean, we weren't really talking about that, a couple of years ago. We hadn't seen it. Okay, Malta has now embraced it completely, and we're, being seen as the trailblazers here. And so it's all being integrated, with all these platforms. Okay, not much from me then. It's about time that we'll introduce the first startup. So please welcome Tama from Betflow.
Thank you.
Welcome, Tama.
Thank you.
Take center stage. This is all yours.
Thanks.
3 minutes.
All right. So, thank you all for having us here today. My name is Tama, and today I'm going to talk to you about Betflow. Imagine you had the intellect of this guy. Now imagine it was combined with the simplicity of these platforms. Well, that is the betting solution that we have created at Betflow. Our journey started 2 years ago with a team of enthusiastic punters, our CEO, Barnabas, coming from the industry, Bet365 and BetClick. We have Norbert, our CTO, coming from Dell and AVS, and myself with a background in strategy and digital coming from Boston Consulting and Accenture. Let me run a very short video to explain you how our product actually works. OK, I don't think we sound. So essentially, when you bet,
information on which to make your decision. At Betflow, we take all the available bets and we analyze and process huge amounts of information to produce key insights presented in a unique live flow of betting cards containing only the most attractive bets. We rate them using key decision factors, so you can make well-informed decisions quickly. You can even flip the card to view the opposite outcome. To personalize your flow, you can set your favorites to prioritize the best bets for you. This one's perfect. Placing a bet is quick and simple. Just connect to your Betfair account and you are there in 3 clicks. Why not share what you found with your friends? See, it's that easy. You're ready to go. Betflow, bets for you.
So you see, it looks extremely simple on the outside, on the user interface. However, when you look below the hood, there is a proprietary AI, artificial intelligence, that we have that analyzes all the data that comes in and packages this real-time into a live flow. Our live cards are truly amazing. The insights you get on these cards, you don't find them anywhere else. You don't find them on the internet. They're unique. We're generating them. And I also need to mention that all of this comes out of our supercomputer. There's no human interaction. We don't have 30 people sitting in the back office doing all this. So, as you see, we're extremely proud of our product. And I do hope that the time will come when all of us will be able to enjoy Betflow together. And I hope that time will start today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sergey. You're actually 15 seconds early, so we're there. Go.
You mentioned you have everything running through an AI from a computer.
Exactly.
For you to choose the best odds for the customer, I would imagine you have a filtering system for the odds based on their interests and desires, yes? Where does your source data come from? Are you scraping that? If you have no human interaction, how are you making decisions on what bets are more valuable than the others?
OK, very good question. So the odds we're actually getting from Betfair. And the information, all the data, we're getting from various data providers. We're getting it from the internet, from news feeds, from metadata, from everything. And that all is analyzed in the AI. And based on that, it makes a recommendation to you how good these odds we believe are. And if you look on the cards, we have this traffic light system. There is one light for statistically how good this data is. You click on that, you get all the details. But the average user just flips through and says, oh, my God, this looks very established. Why don't I just bet on it?
So how do you rate your how do you rate your bets on statistical quality and?
Well, that's the whole trick of the AI, right? As many facts it can pull up, and we're talking about really weird, really strange facts that you would not arrive to by yourself. As many it can pull up, the more statistically grounded we believe that that card is.
I have a question. Who owns the player data that you create? Sorry? The player data? Who owns it? Do you own all the data for the players?
You mean our users, right?
Yeah.
We have the data for them.
Okay.
So yeah, and that's exactly part. We have also a machine learning customization engine that learns from your betting behavior and puts the right cards into your flow that we see that you're interested in.
So these recommendations, how personalized are they? And if they are personalized, what do you base those sort of tweaks on?
Yes, so we base it on you because you have the liberty to choose what type of sports you're interested, what leagues you're interested, are you interested in live or pre-match, everything you can customize for yourself. And actually, if you don't do that, the software will come with suggestions for you based on your previous betting behavior.
Operators can be kind of sheepish in terms of getting them to integrate innovative things. Is there a model that you can bypass the operator and go and work directly with affiliates?
10 seconds to go.
Yeah, yes, we have a solution for that. The platform is super flexible. the way it was. That's why it took
Time
me
up.
2 years to develop. Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Okay, well, that's number one.
Go from here. Yeah.
Betflow. Let's put some zest into this. Can you please welcome Marius Philippe from Betzest.
Hello. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Marius Philippe, and I'm the founder and the CEO of Betzest. I would like to present you my project. Our vision, we wanted to create a platform for our users that offers them to be the king of the moment by providing highly advanced and new sportsbook and casino. Our mission is first to become a reference mark in Scandinavian and international markets. About us, you know, Betzest is a new premier online bookmaker and casino operator, fresh to online gaming industry for 2018. We have over 48,000 registered players in less than 4 months. Why Betzest? We are a strong, innovative product, world-class software that covers 60 countries and thousands of betting markets daily. 980 slot games by leading casino providers, and we have a stylish and wonderful user interface. The key markets where we operate at the moment, we aim to become a reference mark in the north and the central of Europe, especially in Scandinavian countries, Finland, Sweden, Norway, and German-speaking countries. We have a variety of payment methods that facilitate the process, you know, that facilitates the transaction in different markets that we target. Key software providers at Betzest, players are spoiled for the choice with a vast variety of odds and over 980 slots from key providers such as BetRadar, Sporting Tech, NetEnt, Microgaming, We Are Casino, RaidRake, and many more. Milestones within the 4 months from go live, Betzest is one of the up and running business with an innovate and fully optimized for all devices platform. The brand name is quickly becoming a very well known in gaming industry. Betzest Affiliates is powered by the leading affiliate software provider Netfair, and we secured strong international affiliate partnership and maintained the rapport with its most profitable partners. Today, Betzest employs 40 employees, individuals across Malta, Portugal, Brazil, Serbia, Bosnia, and with the company still hiring. Conclusion, Betzest is a rocket. With an appropriate fuel, it will boost. In just 4 months, we have placed the brand into the gaming community, earning some popularity and demonstrating the high potential of the brand. We are a startup and the funds are short. Stop. And we adopted, yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah.
3 minutes questions.
So can you describe your typical customers, like your target group?
Yeah, we target primary customers from Scandinavian markets.
I mean more in terms, why do they play at your site?
We cater for this region very much. You know, we offer them the games that they like, and also we offer the site translated in 8 languages at the moment: Swedish, Norwegian, Finnish, English, German, Portuguese do Brazil, Brazilian, and French. Also, we do have the CRM cycle, very aggressive, and we offer them a very good customer journey in Betzest. Payment methods and everything what they need.
And out of your 48,000 players, how many actives do you have per day?
At the moment, I would say out of 48,000, we have like around 35,000 active players in less than 4 months.
How much have you spent to get those users?
0 at the moment. 0 marketing. All the.
So it's all through affiliate?
Yes, all the customers, primary, they come through affiliate channel at the moment.
How much have you spent on the platform and building out the infrastructure?
Around €1 million.
I like the brand, it's good.
Thank you.
I just don't understand why you're here. What's your USP?
So I'm here, because as I said in my last slide, we are a startup and our funds are short.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There's tons of startups here doing exactly. You're at a gaming conference.
I'm looking
full of
for
operators.
Yeah.
So what's your USP?
USP, sorry.
Yeah.
Our USP, we have a very strong sportsbook product, maybe the best in gaming industry at the moment. So we have like 1 million betting markets every day to bet on, and also we managed to do our own Betzest slot game, powered by VR Casino.
To say you have one of the best sportsbook products, is it in-house? Is it powered by someone?
Is it in-house and is powered by leading sportsbook provider Betflow?
So you have an in-house traders?
We have in-house traders working from Malta, from the offices in Malta.
You only have 14 employees though?
We do have 40 employees, like primary in Portugal, in Lisbon, like 30 of them, IT, design, CRM, and then we have also employees in Serbia, in Bosnia, and in Brazil as well.
Do you see, could you tell us about, is it any innovation in your product that is?
Yeah, we innovate all the time. We love to innovate, and for us, the most important is to improvise the customer journey. We want to provide them a safety environment, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I thought that was quite a grilling. So we had Betzest talking about being a rocket. Will it burn and get lost in the atmosphere? So from zest to verse, it's Blockfest. It is Blockfest now with Mario Azevedo.
Thank you very much. So, hello, my name is Mario and I represent Blockverse. Blockverse is a startup that wants to disrupt the iGaming industry. I know, this is quite a big thing to say, right? Let me explain a little bit more. So, as you already know, there is lack of trust and transparency between affiliates and operators. And more important, they don't trust the data they are sharing. Why is that? Outdated affiliate platforms, inaccurate data, they don't have other possibility than manually double-check all transactions and invoices that they are exchanging. So, what's the perfect technology that is a perfect fit for this kind of environment with lack of trust and transparency? Blockchain. In Blockverse, we developed a blockchain network that connects directly affiliates and operators. It provides accurate and auditable data in real time and is fully customizable. Within the team, we have experience in iGaming, blockchain, consultancy, business intelligence, and we have a PhD in artificial intelligence and data. We finished our MVP early this year, and we have been gathering feedback from potential customers, and I would like to share with you 3 of the key points that they loved. First of all, our solution is API-based. That means that both affiliates and operators can connect to other services like Salesforce, Power BI, Google Analytics, and not only that, we provide first-hand data, which means that both affiliate and operators can increase ROI performance while cutting operational cost and reducing manual work. Secondly, within the platform, you can offer promotion, create and negotiate deals, store and share brand assets, and customize the tracking parameters that you want. Third, due to our artificial intelligence background, we provide real-time insights in order to help both affiliates and operators to track campaign performance, specific banners, website positions, etc. Our business model or our price structure is 3 packages based on flat fee, depending on the traffic that you have generated, or that our customers have generated. And of course, we provide also with business intelligence add-ons that they can have for an additional cost. Remember, we are Blockverse, a blockchain network that directly connects affiliates and operators. And we want to disrupt this industry. Thank you.
Can I start? I just don't see why it's so much different to something like income access, Amarsys, NetRefer. I appreciate you've got it on the blockchain, and therefore there's some sort of proof and validation aspects to this system. But what is the key differentiation between you and a normal affiliate system?
So I would say first thing is real-time data that they don't provide, and that is a solution for both affiliates and operators. So they will have everything in one place. It's a direct connection. So at the moment, income access, NetRefer, and so on, they provide accounts while we are having first-hand data. So they don't need to log in, they have the database connection. And blockchain ensures this security.
You're solving an issue with trust. I don't know if I'm getting it there, but I think trust you build among people and business contacts and stuff like that. So if you don't trust your operator, it doesn't matter. You don't get the right data anyway. So.
But that's
What do you think about
that's
that?
exactly the beauty of blockchain. So the beauty of blockchain is to create trust and transparency in environments that there is lack of. So the technology itself is a perfect fit for this industry.
What blockchain are you developing on?
So we have a permissionated blockchain, and we don't rely on any cryptocurrency.
Is it your own ledger?
Yes.
So it's your own platform technology?
Yes.
Okay. How do you compare to your current competitors in this space? You're not the only person doing affiliate services on blockchain.
But so as far as I know, all others are based in cryptocurrency. We are not.
So you're not tokenizing?
So the token can be a cryptocurrency. We could say no.
You're not tokenizing. Okay.
I have a question regarding the data. Do you depend on operators sending you the data for you to validate?
So we are API based, so we would be in their system, and they would send us.
So you need the operators to give you access to their transactions, transaction by transaction. You need access into operators' database directly.
Not database, but systems, yes.
And,
but basically,
can you clarify the difference?
So basically, like NetRefer, income access, they have exactly the same. So they have an API where the transactions are sent to the database. So we will be there, exactly in the same situation.
Okay, so the operator still has the opportunity to send you the data or give you access to the data they want you to have access to?
Yes.
Okay, so we still have operators being able to control what they send?
Yeah, the thing is with blockchain, everything is auditable in real time and historical wise. So if there is something kind of mistrust there, then with blockchain we would detect the whole history.
Okay, thank you.
What's the advantage to the operator? I understand what the advantage is
This
to
is
the
last.
affiliate.
This is the last question.
Sorry. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we're hearing it all today, right? It sounds like an MBA module. We're hearing about USPs, disruption, differentiator. It's all there. The basics, right? The basics need to be there.
Can you just hold my mobiles?
And
thank you.
The next one on the list today. Please put your hands together for Dan Morrison from Conversion Bets.
Hello, guys. How is everyone today? Good. I'm Dan, founder and CEO of Conversion Bet, and I'm here to show you, hopefully, that we're going to disrupt the remarketing industry within iGaming. So, without further ado, so Conversion Bet, where's this technology derived from? So, first of all, we saw that the retail solution or e-commerce solution were about 5-6 years ahead of iGaming. So we looked into what technologies we could actually bring into iGaming and upgrade the acquisition process without the need for heavy amounts of traffic to get the same amount of conversions. So what we decided to do was to concentrate on the actual customer journey and how we could actually help operators get the most from the same amount of traffic what they're currently receiving right now. So the problem, 84% of traffic would reach the operator sites and leave without even starting the registration process, which is a huge, huge burn. That's long negotiated affiliate deals, that's great SEO methods, expensive PPC campaigns, so that's a massive, massive burn. So if you take away the excess of that 84%, only a small amount of people go through towards registration and therefore go through to monetize and create that FTD. The solution, so what we need to do is to curb that huge revenue sink, is to understand why that player came to the site in the first place. What we need to do is find out exactly what kind of player they are, what their interests are, what are they clicking on, and then obviously from that, we need to then, if we get strong engagement or lack of engagement, we can then identify that, find out if they're going to click back, if they're going to go to open a new website, to go to a competitor, or even close down the browser completely. Now, if we've read that customer journey up to the point of disengagement, we can then step into that customer journey and engage them on a very personal and immersive level, and step into that user journey. Maybe if we have to extract a mobile phone number, an email address, we can then start with that CRM process or pre-CRM and start engaging the customer and talking to them and understand the reason and why they come to that site. So the product. Every single session that starts on the site that we're integrated with, we create what we call a player fingerprint. Now that player fingerprint will understand exactly why the player come to the site. We observe every mouse movement, click, engagement, and then once we've done that, we use the big data what we have to send the right message to the right customer over the right channel at the right time. That's what everyone's trying to do right now, and we're the first ones dedicated to doing this specifically in iGaming. So what we're currently receiving right now is an engagement rate of nearly 33%, so 1 in 3 players that choose to leave the site give us something positive, such as a name or email address, and increase FTDs by 10% nearly. I believe I'm out of time now. Well, yeah.
Done.
Questions, please.
Questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, could you be a bit more specific about the actual data you get around the consumer?
Yeah, so we get the basic cookie information available through a JavaScript tag. On top of that, we then relay layers of data such as engagement. If they're a high volatile slot player, low volatile slot player, are they interested in net-end games, micro-gaming games? And then once we start building that data, and then we have to step into that user journey, we can target them directly and personally on their level, as if they were actually in a casino or a croupier, and talk to them on a personal level.
Who would be your biggest customer at the moment?
Betzest. We are POC in Betzest on Star Casino, and we are targeted to get 800 FTDs in 6 months, which I believe is very doable. Once that happens, we will then get the full group, and the same as Gig Group and Mr. Green, what you saw there.
And could someone easily steal the idea or build it themselves in-house?
I mean, if I wanted to steal a BMW, I would go and see a BMW. You know, so if you wanted to do something, yes, you can. However, right now, with our current client base and how fast it's growing, I believe that we will be first there to essentially land grab clients. As you can see here, we only offer 24 to 36 months contracts. So by the time we've got to the point of more innovation, we're starting to integrate AI, AR to drop points on big stadiums for the European World Cup that's coming up and the World Cup. We can then drop offers on the stadium, etc. So in terms of where we're going with the product, I believe we're always going to be one step ahead and constantly win these new operators.
How long have you been operating?
We first invoiced our first client August last year. So very, very young in terms of where we are right now. However, in terms of what we've achieved in this small amount of months, we're talking about less than a year. We've managed to get some of the biggest operators on in the world saying, yes, Conversion Bet's the right product for us, and we want to use you.
Are you profitable?
Right now, we are just about break even. We have, yeah, just about break even right now.
So what is your business model? You have like 10,000 customers, or I don't understand the numbers.
Yeah,
there.
so the market cap is 8,500 online brands that we could potentially work with. Over a 4-year period with only a 5% penetration, that would get us 429 clients with a monthly recurring revenue of over 1.3 million.
What's been some of the pushback from some of the operators that you've pitched?
Pushbacks are the fact that in the early days, sometimes we maybe popped up too quick, maybe we're a little bit too aggressive. So a couple of POCs from maybe the gig group, etc. We've got some constructive feedback. And obviously we've put measures in place to make sure that when we attribute a conversion, it was 100% us, and it wasn't just the fact that someone misclicked or etc.
Okay, done. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, I love this jingle. Okay, we're at the halfway mark now. So, presentation number 5. Can you please give a warm welcome to Raul from Certic?
Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. You know, there are 83 million fake accounts in Facebook, and people use them every day to enter in apps and sites, maybe in yours. So companies, they don't really know who their clients are. We can say, OK, as long as they play with real money, I don't care. But there are some current regulations that make you verify the clients. And also, you should do it at your own risk. You know, 2 years ago, Google had to turn back 100,000 euros because a boy contracted Google AdWords service, and he was underage. If a boy plays in your sites, you should do so. But what if a man plays and he loses money? And then he pretends that it was his kid that took his identity card and enrolled in this site. Unless it is verified, you should give him back money again. Well, we have a product in which a client can verify himself in his own mobile phone. No apps or software required. It's just as simple as showing the ID to the camera and showing his face, and we check whether he is the person that he pretends to be. Technology that is behind is really advanced. We use OCR and artificial intelligence to analyze the document and extract the information inside. We use face biometrics and machine learning to do this face matching between the face and the face of the person and the face of the ID. And we also use digital signature, automated management, and blockchain technology in order to guarantee the immutability of this transaction and the identity that is behind. We do it in a pay-per-use model, and we can get up to 80% of cost saving and 95% of time saving compared to the traditional onboarding models that companies actually have for the verification of their clients. We've been doing so in several sectors, such as banking, finance, retail, and telecom companies, and we're trying to do it in the gaming industry. And we have quite a success in the late meetings. I think it's a great improvement, but I think it can be better, or we think it, because now we're making a client verify themselves each time that they want to go to a site. So if he's playing in 5 sites, he has to do this verification thing 5 times. I think it can be better. This is one identity, one use. What do you think about one identity, many uses? We are creating PlayHub. That means that a client verifies himself only once and have his identity verified and fully secured in cloud, so he can share it easy with the sites that he wants to play. Then he just have the best user experience and he plays. Then the sites will have a verified consumers and don't have to worry about that, just worry about getting good games. So that's the thing. Let's play.
Time up.
Yeah, I just wonder about some key numbers. How long time in average does it take to sign up with this?
It's less than a minute. Less than a minute. Wow.
Have you measured that? So
Well,
so you know exactly in the average, not less than a minute. I want to know seconds.
It's seconds. It's automatic. The less than a minute is the whole process. You just show the ID, show your face, and in 2 seconds you have verified identity.
Have you measured the metrics?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
You have the average time each user you have signed up.
It depends on the whole onboarding process that you need, because if you ask these people to give the phone number, the email, the address, or whatever, it takes longer. It depends on the operator. The fastest is 10 seconds because it's show, checked. But some of them, they require a digital signature, they require address, verified email, verified telephone number. So I send an SMS, they put an SMS in the site in order to verify other things. It depends on the operator.
All right.
So do you know a company called Yoti in the UK?
Yoti? No, I'm sorry.
Do you think you've got any major competitors out there in the marketplace with better backing, or who would you see as your competitors?
Well, they're actually outside there. There are KYC competitors, but our competitive advantage is that we work under low quality conditions. Our OCR and face biometric algorithm is self-made, and we can read things in an image that Google OCR, for example, cannot read anything. So that's the good thing. We are focused on broad-ways usage regarding the kind of phone or tablet or desktop basis.
So you just said that your ORC technology, that's proprietary?
Yes, that is.
Okay. What blockchain are you using?
Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Ethereum and Litecoin. We're doing
no, those are
all
currencies, not Bitcoin. They're not a blockchain ledger.
Well,
you said you used a lot of buzzwords in your presentation, so I'm just trying to understand. What was your blockchain technology part?
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I'm not that technician to answer that question. I could do it.
Well, you're showing a distributed system with your player hub thing, which is actually a blockchain technology. So you need to kind of specify what blockchain that's participating upon.
No, we use technology just to certify all the identities that we have uploaded.
Who owns the identities?
The clients. They have a fully secure access to these clients.
Okay, so you do work on a blockchain.
Yes, we do. But I'm sorry, I cannot tell you exactly the technology that is behind. Okay. My technology background is not that hard. Okay, sorry.
What bank security level does your product offer?
Security level.
Yeah.
Well, it's the highest. We are audited by Europe because we are compliant. Oh, well, I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you, Raul. So that was the first 5. Is there still energy in the room? You know, being a startup owner, it's a lonely existence. Late nights, anxiety, cash flow headaches, the whole works. So it's good that we all give them a warm round of applause, because come on, it's. So we had 5, right? So will Betflow flow? Will Betzest put any zest into this industry? Will Blockverse rhyme? Will conversion bet convert anybody? Or will Isertic manage their identity right? The next one, on stage already, Alessandro Salvati from Invictus.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. I'm Alessandro Salvati. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Invictus. I would like to start my pitch with a statement. 95% of bettors are losers, and they're always looking for someone able to give them advice in order to become winners. For them, we developed Invictus. It's an artificial intelligence-based tool that is able to analyze every second thousands of events coming from all over the world and identify and define the reliability of each one using wisdom of the crowd and machine learning in order to select the best betting option for the final customers, or identify the betting trends if it could be used also from the bookmakers. But where we take our data, because I speak about the wisdom of the crowd, we take from our community of tipster and sports passionates such as Nextwin, that is a play for fun platform, and from our professional tipster marketplace, Punters. We have over 230,000 customers spread all over the world, coming from 10 different countries, and they play over 3 million bets so far. Because from the very beginning, we would like to start born to be global because we operate in a global market. The online sports betting was over 70 billion, all in terms of GGR, worldwide market value. And all in Europe, there are over 80 million bettors. And we approach this market with a very simple business model, with a subscription model. So the user that want to use our artificial intelligence tool, they have to pay a subscription starting for 40 euro per month. So we offer 3 different packages based on the time the user decides to stay in the platform. And if they want to receive advanced advice, they have to pay 10 euro more per week. And also a B2B model for the bookmakers based on a setup fee and a white label plus a maintenance fee monthly, and based on some variables, such as, for example, the user that uses the platform. So far, we already mentioned we have customers from over 10 different countries. Our monthly recurring averages grow 50% month-over-month, reaching 40,000 euro per month so far. And we work with the most important bookmakers in Italy. We come from Italy, and we offer them both white label and advertising activities. We were able to do that because we are a very skilled team with more than 10-year experience in gambling and finance. And we want to stop here. We want to reach 11 million in terms of our turnover in 2020. And so why you should bet on us? Because we are international ready. We develop technology that is able to engage the user, and we already have great traction. Thank you.
Hi, what have you invested so far to get the business to where it is?
Oh, sorry?
How much money have you put into the business so far to get it where it is?
Yeah, we collect 300,000 euro in 2017 to develop the platform. We launched the platform in 2017 at the beginning. So we invest in marketing almost like 50,000 euro so far.
So these betting suggestions that you do, have you measured the outcome of those? So what's the success ratio of the bets that you are in terms of advocating?
Yeah, actually we measure just the based on the probability on behind the odds. So we are able to go over the probability of the overall bet that we have suggest 4% more comparing to the probability behind all the odds that we have. Because actually we don't give the suggestion and also the amount of money that the user have to invest. You just give the suggestion, so we can only measure the probability that we get from our machine learning tool and then the final results.
Who was your first customer?
Like people that actually wants to bet, so they understood that maybe they need some help to improve their capabilities.
But which sportsbook did you sign up with first? You said you got some B2B clients there.
Yeah. I mean, we start with SNAI. SNAI is one of the most important bookmaker in Italy, and they actually are using our platform to engage and to acquire new customer. Also in this period in which they cannot do any more advertising, so having this kind of platform that is like a value-added product also inside your existing bookmaker platform is something that actually could differentiate yourself from other bookmakers, and also with the word of mouth of user can increase the customer base and keep them inside, because the more they play, the more the machine learnings work well, and the more advice they can receive from the Invictus tool.
So for the 50,000 you use for marketing, what customer acquisition cost did you get for that?
Yeah, actually for the subscriber, so because we offer the product for free at the beginning, so there is like a free trial of the product, and then they have to buy the subscription. So the cost for a subscriber is like 64 euro, and the lifetime value of the customer so far is 168. So the return on the marketing is like almost the double.
Okay, what was the last one?
Thank you.
Grazie, Alessandro. Okay. Number 7 on the list. Please put your hands together for Dave Mariner from Karmafy. A little aside here, okay? So I was driving into the venue out here at Ta'ali, and I saw somebody with a backpack walking all the way from out there, and it was Dave. And I urgently stopped the car. I said, Dave, do you need a ride? He said, no, it's fun, it's all right. I said, I'm helping the environment here. I'll walk a bit and use the bus instead and whatever. Okay, Dave, hopefully you'll help yourself today. Go for it.
Thank you. Hi, my name's Dave Mariner. I'm co-founder and chief evangelist at Karmafy. So the $70 billion mobile video games industry shares 3 common challenges. Getting players to know about and try playing your game, then getting them to come back and keep playing your game as opposed to moving on to another game, and finally getting them to start and continue paying. And one thing I've learned in the past 30 years that I've been in the games industry is the key to unlocking all of these is to make the actions that your players take that drive up your KPIs feel important, valued, and meaningful. And at Karmafy, that's what we deliver. So Karmafy is an easy-to-integrate engagement engine that empowers players and communities to participate in charitable activities within and powered by your game. They get to choose a good cause that they care about, and then they earn Karmafy points by interacting with your game. They unlock achievements and complete missions that make the world a better place. And then they get to share their impact with their friends, their families, and their wider social networks. So Karmafy points act as votes that direct revenue share to the causes that the players are supporting, which means that impact is driven by engagement. So at Karmafy, we provide consequence to the players' actions, which means they get to play and do good every single day. And what that means to you? So the messages they get to share, they're important, so they're more inclined to share. The time they spend in your game feels valued, so they're more inclined to come back. And because the money they come and spend with you gets to make the world a better place, it's meaningful. So they spend more, they convert easier. So whether you're an investor that's looking for a healthy ROI and looking to make the world a better place, or if you've got a social casino that's looking to improve your KPIs, then have a chat with us. Together, we can make a real difference. So thank you. My name's Dave Mariner. We're Karmafy.
Can I ask, is your primary target the games industry or the gambling industry?
So so as I said, I've been in the video games industry for 30 years. Our CEO, who's over there, was producer on some of the biggest video games IPs. So we're starting, we're a startup, so we're starting with focused on the video game sector. When you look at the size of the games market, it's 70 billion in mobile gaming alone. So it's not bad to start at. When we go forwards, then we're looking at unlocking new verticals. At the moment, we're raising a round to scale up on sales and marketing. In the future, we're going to leverage the capital that we make and potentially another round for unlocking additional parallel verticals.
And for how long have you been running, and do you have any customers today?
So, yep, at the moment, we've been in operations for about 4 years building out the tech. Our biggest partner is the BBC, ABC licensed Match 3 game for the hit TV show Dancing with the Stars, or Celebrity Come Dancing if you're from the UK. But we've got a number of other customers around the world. We've been out in front of over 1 million players. The metrics that we showed come from A/B testing with in front of like over 200 million players. 200,000 players, rather.
I have a question. So far, this product seems really well placed for, as Melissa said, to engage customers with gaming experience. How do you plan to link the Karmafy points to the revenue share of players' losses? How do you apply this to gambling?
So at the moment, gambling is something that we'd be looking to figure out in the future. At the moment, we're focusing on the video games industry. So the way that our business model, standard business model works is we do a revenue share with the IP owner. So if a player chooses to engage, i.e. they choose to support an organization, we take a rev share from the IP owner and split that between, predominantly them. Also, some comes to us because whilst we love charities, we're not a charity ourselves. And some goes to make the world a better place. If the players don't engage, then the IP owner keeps all of the money. There's no onboarding fee. It's really simple to integrate the platform. So we're trying to make it as frictionless and seamless as we possibly can.
I see this working for social casino.
Exactly.
I see this working for games.
Yep.
I don't see it as much working for gambling. People are here to make money, so, from the gambling. So, but I do think it's great for social casino.
Yep. That's what we think as well.
That was the last question. Sure. Thank you. Suffice to note that the video gaming industry was mentioned here. We're currently, as part of Gaming Malta also, we presented very recently a strategy on how Malta could take more advantage of developing the video game studios here and video game industry. We also believe that the video game industry and the iGaming sectors can really converge, especially when it comes on a creative front and the products. But there's more to come on that. Okay, so the next person presenting thinks that it can be much better. Please put your hands together for Jans Bader, and the company is called Much Better.
So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jens. I'm one of the co-founders of a company called Much Better. We're a fully licensed financial institution specializing on the iGaming space. Much Better has been established about 2 years ago. We've been operational for about a year, a bit longer. We're based in the Isle of Man and in London. We carry an FCA UK license, passported across Europe. We're completely privately funded and held by the founders. We've got about 30 employees already, so we're a bit on a later stage. We own all of our technology, IP, and we've got a few patents registered as well. Much better in a few sentences. As I said, we're a payments company. We believe we deliver the slickest payment experience to customers and merchants in the industry. I would like to call it the second generation e-wallet. And I'll give you some details why we believe we're superior to some of the, let's say, incumbent products out there. One of them is we actually created a one-tap customer journey. That means one tap on the operator side to trigger a deposit and one tap within the Much Better app to authorize it in a PSD2 strong customer authentication compliant way. So what we do is we've got 3 streams for revenue generation. One is our flagship, which is our B2C offering, the Much Better account, the digital wallet. The second one is basically fully managed programs for wearables, contactless payments, card programs, payouts. And the third one is patented security solutions under the PSD2, which we're actually offering to card issuers, program managers, and financial institutions. So we're very diversified. Where are we as a company? Right now, we started monetizing Much Better for about 12 months. I'll give you some KPIs on the next slides. Much of the focus went into Much Better, which is getting started running some white label wallets and card programs. And the security solution is something that we want to focus later next year. This is the product. That's what it looks like. This is basically what a customer can do. It's an account that basically covers any payment situation, online, offline, between friends, payouts, money back to bank, contactless at the terminal, any situation that a person wants to actually make a payment. Our numbers, 145 countries, about 100,000 customers using our service. More than 1,000 customers signing up right now every single day, opening an account. We're integrated with over 100 iGaming brands directly, the likes of Stars, 888 Microgaming, so really valuable clients. 8,000 single transactions a day, triple-digit million USD annual run rate. We're looking for 8 million USD growth capital. We're looking at a quick break-even early next year already, so not getting us off the ground, but actually getting us to the next level.
I remember your presentation last year, and I have to say congratulations. You're really delivering to your investors. How will the increased regulation affect you think?
There is a number of regulations that we need to actually keep an eye on, which is gaming, which is financial services, card scheme rules, as well as many other things. So it's a highly complex environment that we're navigating. I think between the founders, we almost got 100 years of valid experience. C-levels from PokerStars being one of the co-founders, myself, and a veteran from WorldPay. So we have the relevant experience and good people on board. We believe that the opportunities are in between the spaces. We like to think that we know where the spaces are, and we're agile enough to move.
Thank you.
How has PaySafe not bought you?
It's a good question. Well, I guess at some point there might be an interest. Right now, this is obviously our #1 competitor. It's not a secret. We're chasing their business quite aggressively. And we're doing it with better technology and with a better proposition to the operator, because our wallet really takes into consideration the interest of the operator with our commercial model and our security that basically eliminates bonus abuse and all these things, cashback abuse that we've seen with other wallets just lately by having one of our competitors shut down by a large operator. So I believe one day maybe those conversations are to be had.
How are you going to use your funds? How much is going into marketing and...
Everything is really growth capital. We don't burn a lot of money on marketing. 90% of our signups are operator-driven, almost a zero acquisition cost for the customers. What we do with the money is basically investing further into international footprint, building out the solution, getting relevant licenses for the US as well, to operate the wallet there in the upcoming opening market. And then, obviously, we want to spin off our fintech solution security to be able to monetize this with PSD2 coming into play in September next year.
Are you at liberty to tell us about some of your biggest customers?
Yeah, I mentioned a few names, right? So we've got the Stars Group, we've got 888 Microgaming, Pinnacle. We're working with the Play Cherry Group, many other large groups in the industry already. So the feedback is very good. The system is well received. I think we eliminate exactly those sort of risks and challenges that we set out to do. And so far, everyone's been really happy promoting our product to their customers.
And outside the iGaming industry, what would be your key market?
Basically, crypto exchanges, multi-level marketing, payout opportunities, and financial services, remittance.
Thank you, Jens.
Thank you.
I really thought Jens has such a calm and soothing voice. Did you feel that? If vaulting fails, come home and babysit my kids, all right? It will help. Okay, the next one on the list, number 9. Roman Booth from Quinn.
Hello. Thank you. Hello, I'm glad to see you. My name is Roman Booth and I am the founder of Quinn. It's great to have an opportunity to speak with you and share a cool product which has already been highly appreciated in Asia, which is certainly satisfying, yeah? Well, we will talk about it later, and now let's start with a single digit 80%. What do you think it means? That's right. That's how many players leave before their sixth deposit. What's more, among them, there are the most highly valuable VIP players who bring how much? The same 80% of income. Just think about how much money you lose. But hold on, there's good news. We know how to retain these players. We're able to predict which of new customers are going to become VIP with 80% accuracy. And you won't believe this. We can predict which of the customers are going to churn during the next 7 days with 80% accuracy as well. Incredible. Thanks to Quinn's technology, you can determine the most valuable players in a timely manner and approach them when necessary, which leads to a 30% reduction in churn. This data has already been verified by our pilot projects. It's cool, isn't it? Just think about how much extra money you can get. Well, now let's move off of the numbers. We all love TV shows, yeah? So Netflix has turned the industry on its head. They always know which show you are going to like, all thanks to AI. You can do the same with slots, thereby increasing engagement and lifetime value. Also, AI can be used to solve tasks of responsible gaming, namely preventing players from mindless, non-stop gambling and following self-exclusion. All these results has not come out of the blue. Our team has more than 10 years of experience. We have successfully implemented a number of products, and our customers are large companies. Now, the most interesting part. If you're interested in increasing your revenues, we have two options: software as a service or individual turnkey solutions. Want to earn more? Go to those who really knows how to work with AI, to Quinns. Thank you.
Can you walk me through your business model, please?
We have two models. The one is software as a service. We can provide our predictions, the results with the recommendations how to approach the players. The pricing starts from €3,000 per month. When we talk about individual solutions, it depends on the tasks which operator wants to solve and on the amount of work which we'll have to do to provide high-quality predictions. So we can provide the entire source code to big operators which don't want to share the data with third-party companies. If you are small, we can offer you software as a service.
Who do you see as your big competitors?
Excuse me?
Do you see any competitors for this model out there in the marketplace?
When we talk about individual solutions, usually companies request this development through some companies which are specialized on artificial intelligence. But our key advantage is that we have a really strong competence in this industry. When we talk about software as a service solutions, there are some other companies like Optimove, Netrefer offers some tools which can make some predictions as well.
Do you know a company called Vikes? Have you heard of a company called Vikes?
Not yet, unfortunately.
They're in a similar space. They offer something similar. We might want to check them out.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, I'll second that. You've mentioned something that caught my interest. You said if a client is big, you'll offer the source code?
Yeah, we can provide the entire source code of our algorithm, so they will be able to predict everything on their side, and they won't have to share the data with us.
How do you protect your IP?
We don't protect it, we just sell the entire source code, but we develop new features every month, so our product is getting better and better every time, and companies come back to us and buy our updated solution.
So each version is for sale again independently?
We have two different, one for big companies, one for small companies. If we talk about software as a service for small companies, we don't provide the entire source code for sure. But when we talk about big companies who don't want to share the data, we can deliver them a turnkey solution and they use it on their site. And we can tune it for them on a monthly basis, because when we talk about machine learning, you have to tune the algorithm every month, and we help them and charge for this.
It just sounds very complicated to me. Well, I would just look at that as a volume-based application where you just offer a standalone solution and a large client will keep getting an updated solution. We can charge them per use.
Big companies don't want to pay per transactions, unfortunately. They
That's
want
it.
to buy
It's
the
gone.
entire source code.
Time up.
Thank you.
Okay. And on the final one, put your hands together for David Sachs from Tama Box.
Good afternoon, Malta. Great to be here. My name is David. A year ago, Iman invited me to give a talk about artificial intelligence at SiGMA 17. And after that talk, an executive came to me and said, what if we could use your platform to understand what our players think? So I went back to our team, and here we are. We extend active playing days with our predictive AI by understanding what your players think. Now, we're all great in acquiring customers, but the challenge today is to keep them happy, to keep them playing. Because if you're losing them, then you're losing your added revenue. And it's getting tougher because operators are swamped by data. They get thousands of messages, hundreds of thousands of data points, and cannot understand player frustration. And that's costing them hundreds of thousands of euros per month. And that's where we come in. We're going to be telling you who are the next players that will be churning off your platform. So talk to them, make them happy, keep them alive. So you can see on our friendly dashboard, we made it very easy for you to be proactive. On your right side, you're going to get those alerts about players that are going to churn. These are the people that you need to talk to right now. On the bottom, you're going to see the money pot. That's how much money the Tama Box platform is uplifting for you today. Now, everybody's talking about artificial intelligence, which is great. We're one of the few companies that integrate your numeric BIs, which you know very well, with what players are saying. In any language, on any platform, your social, your incoming messages, your in-chat games. In fact, our partners report to us that in 65% of incidents that we identify that are resolved immediately, the underlying result is extended playing time. So by now you're asking, how long does it take to integrate? Because, as somebody said, operators are very sheepy about the integration time. So 1 hour of integration. Not days, just 1 hour through our secure API. Now, isn't that amazing? So I'd like to leave you with this. A typical operator will see 30,000 incidents a month. We're going to help you convert those to hundreds of thousands of added revenues. We're Tama Box, and we help you understand your players. Thank you very much.
Thank you, David.
So tell us a little bit more about your technology. Is it in-house, third-party, or?
So we've developed our own flavor of unsupervised machine learning. Specifically, it's Bayesian generative models that we can take chunks of data and they explain to you what's in there versus supervised that you need to tag. So yes, in-house, clustered on Google, fully Kubernetes orchestrated, and in production.
And what languages do you support today?
So right now we're language agnostic. So we've got folks in Armenia and Farsi, and of course the Latins, and a big client in East Asia as well.
So what kind of text analysis technology do you use?
So, as I said, unsupervised learning, meaning that it's a clustering technology, and it will pop up the topics for us. And on top of that, we engage with the customer service, so we've added some reinforcement learning on top of it, because I think at the end of the day, you're measured by your accuracy.
A lot of gambling companies or operators know quite a lot of information about their customer. We know their lifetime value, we know their maxing bet, we know a lot of information about the customer. However, the thing that I think is really missing is activating upon that. So getting the data and executing upon that, that's the challenge. Operators are dealing with multiple markets, multiple currencies, multiple languages, lots of different opportunities and content to sell these users. So how are you solving that problem?
So Carla, first of all, I'm happy that you bring that up. Let's not forget, AI is in a very embryonic stage, and we are experimenting. Everybody is experimenting. So I think the next phase will be once you've got an accuracy of, let's say, 80, 85%, we and our partners will feel comfortable enough to just spawn automatic responses, like block users under a certain term, or inform a user that he's under, but we need to be a little bit more confident with the results and not embarrass our clients and our customers.
In terms of the sort of customers that you're working with, is it, it looked to me like there's quite a big bias towards live dealer solutions, is that right?
That's true. We started with live dealer platforms. I think they had some real big issues. They're growing fast. They cannot throw more bodies at the problem, and they need some automation.
So you've got a good partnership with Evolution, right?
Well, they're integrated, and that's all I can say. I can say Playtech is a paying customer with Eurolive and some other divisions, so it's in the ground and bringing value.
But it would still apply to a casino that's not so focused on...
Yes, sir, sure. Gmail, emails, and other data. 6 seconds, I think I'm done.
Thanks.
3, 2, 1.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
And that's it. So now the judges will finalize their points. Their sheets will be collected. And we'll have a little bit of a count. And we'll soon know who the winner is. Just to remind you, we had 10 different startups. I'm going to break the rules a bit here. It's Friday afternoon. Can you just put the jingle just a bit higher than this? I'm going to fall flat on my face, but we'll try and sing it to the tune here. This is how it goes. We had Betflow and Betzest and Betzest and Conversion Bet too. We had Invictus, Invictus, and Karmafy come along too. We have much better and Quinn and Tama Box and made us all feel good. It's SiGMA. Anything goes. All right. All right. Back to the judges now. So we started off with the basic question was, what will success look like today? So Carla Maria, I'll start from you. So after we've seen all this, and remember, kids are watching. So off you go. Tell us, did you get what you want today?
Well, everybody knows I just wanted to sing with you, so I'm really disappointed now. I think some of the presentation delivery could do with a little bit of improvement. I think it's very important to show the journey, make people understand like what your, maybe the consistency. Like some pitches were extremely good, and others, like, they didn't do their product justice, in my opinion. Some presentations lacked information about funding, and I assume that they're here for funding, maybe some of them less than others. I mean, maybe knowing a little bit about the investors. I mean, if you're going to come talk blockchain and somebody on the panel knows something about blockchain, then probably you need to answer questions about blockchain. But overall, I mean, like we originally, Melissa said, like the quality overall in all the pitches, because we've been part of reading a lot of them, were extremely good. And I think that the ones on stage really did themselves justice. So I'm very happy with what I saw today.
Okay. But they only had 3 minutes. I mean, how much information can you fit in 3 minutes? I mean, it's a real, it's a real elevator pitch.
It should be 1 minute.
Okay.
This is what I do. This is what we're trying to achieve. This is our market. This is what we want to sell you. This is how much money I want to do, and that's what I'm going to do with it.
Okay, so next year the show is going to be shorter because they're going to be 3 minutes. It's going to be 1 minute.
Recommendation sheet, Emma, please.
So
Please.
one of the big differentiators between this experience and the Launchpad is that I'm actually not one of the judges. I'm typically sort of the Dermot O'Leary of X Factor, where I work with the startups for a couple of weeks each, honing their pitches. And all the information that needs to be on the Launchpad is there because I force them to do that. And so maybe I wouldn't mind, working with some of them to make sure that they do have the information. Like there was a slide up there with 6 individuals, but they did, and he said we have a lot of experience, but he didn't have where they came from. So it does, again, this was what I said before, is that you're investing in people, and so you want to know that they're coming to this stage, solving a problem, not looking for one, and that they know what they're talking about because they actually have found a hole in the industry that needs to be plugged.
Okay. And also a whole industry which needs to be plugged. So yeah, we had it all today, right? So we spoke about USPs, disruption, differentiators. I mean, all the big terms were there. Did we really see it coming true from the pitches? Was there did you see it consistently throughout each pitch, or maybe some did it better than others? Any one of you?
I think we've seen some very, very interesting movements within the industries. It's very interesting to see some of the blockchain space shine through, and we had a few AI pitches, which is quite good to see. I think it was interesting to see what is currently happening and where the new ideas and the new markets are moving toward. That was a very good experience.
It's interesting what you said, that they're all coming together. Because do we see that with technology, a lot of the different industries are also morphing together? Where you got the iGaming, the video gaming, and underpinned by the blockchain technology, where it's all being morphed more and more so into one, basically, if anybody can take that.
I can definitely say our industry is being influenced by what's happening outside of it, and strongly so. It will be interesting to see the space in the next 12 to 24 months, how it changes and moves. That's for sure.
That's a long time.
This needs to grow for a while.
That's a long time. Okay, just to remind everybody that the sponsors for the SiGMA pitch today were, and I think we should clap for them. Come on. Thank you goes to Growth Guru, iGaming Academy, Lyceum Media, Microsoft, Nicole Smasa, and iGaming Elite together with WH Partners. So we had more than 100 startups application, 50 shortlisted with a booth at the exhibition. We had 10 finalists pitching on stage, and you saw their 3 minutes. Well done, everybody. Come on. And currently what's happening right now, the votes are being calculated, but things move fast, so votes have been calculated. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm off. We have a winner. Any guesses out there? Will it be Betflow or Betzest? Will Blockverse make the rhyme? Conversion bets, will they convert? Invictus and Karmafy. Maybe they could have done things much better for Quinn and Tama Box than deserting. SiGMA pitch 2018. The winner is Tama Box. David, where are you? And Sophie here is going to present. A big applause for Sophie. She's been coordinating all of this.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Appreciate the vote of confidence. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Paula. Thank you. Well done. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Can you come?
Oh, sure. Wow. Got to take a breath for a second. Very exciting. We come from Tel Aviv, but we consider Malta our second home. The people are warm. They're intelligent. This is a great venue. It's a great time to be here and pitch technology. And of course, I want to thank SiGMA for the second year for having us here. And we promise to be here not only next year, but we're coming next week because we think there's a lot of business. In fact, I've asked Iman to do the next show in Tel Aviv. And we consider ourselves a bridge between Tel Aviv and Malta. I'd like to thank the judges for the vote of confidence, the great competitors. I mean, I would never think, right? Because I'm humbled. So you all have a great weekend, and thank you for coming to SiGMA, and thank you, Ivan. We love you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, David. I've been to Tel Aviv myself, the startup nation, but ultimately Malta is the home of gaming excellence too, so I think it will make a great bridge, Also, a big applause to our judges, because I'm sure they were tough, but I know it's been tough love, right? I'm sure you want to mentor them, counsel them, invest in them, right? So a big round of applause. Thank you very much. Before we go, reminder that at 3 o'clock, for the very first time ever, we're going to have the Malta Esports Summit with some of the top European esports leaders on the stage together with athletes. Esports is going to be big in Malta. Mark my words. You've got to be here and you've got to be at the summit. Thank you very much.